Okay, here we are. We got a multimeter. Believe it or not, this is the one I used in college from 1984, 85 and 86. It's a Circuit Mate DM20 by Beckman Instrument Company. At least they're the ones that sold it. And 1984. Yeah, 10 amp mode has no fuse. Beware. But anyway, we checked the ohms on this number 2, and got nothing. So it's obviously, I don't know if you can see how I'm doing it, but I clipped onto it there, and then just used the probe for the other one, the other terminal there. You can see it. So when you got that connected, you got nothing on the multimeter. So basically that means this thing's burned out. It's an open circuit. And if you check the next one over, you just check number 2, switch it to number 4, you can see you get 16 ohms, or 0.016, excuse me. And I don't know what that means. Let me just check that out real quick. Yeah, 16 ohms. I had it on the diode setting. But anyway, it's 16.1 ohms. And I checked number 6, and it was also 16 ohms. So definitely we're getting readings on the good ones. The computer check was right. There's something wrong with the fuel injector circuit, and the problem is that the actual injector itself is shorted out. See, so we'll check it again. Again, we got infinity, so that means it's open, completely open, burned out. There's a burned out wire in the coil in there inside the injector. So we'll just replace the injector. Thankfully, we already bought the injector just on the idea that we might need it. And there it is. What does it look like? Okay, we'll check that real quick. That's what it looks like out of the box. These are actually orange, so the next time I won't be able to tell by the color. I'll have to be very careful. That's the kind of place you don't want to get any foreign material in. That's why they put that cap on there for you. And same thing on the bottom. You don't want anything foreign. There's a cap on the bottom of it too, so you can see that. Cap on the bottom and the top, keep dust and dirt, and keep it clean. Probably a good idea to keep it in the box until you actually need it to install. So we'll just set this off here to the side. And the other test, if that had checked good, we'd go check all the other ones. In fact, I should do that right now just for GPs, just to make sure something's not starting to go bad. Like if it reads 12 instead of 16, you'd probably think something was wrong, or even 14. That one's reading 16.3, so that's close enough. That's number 1. That's a good one. Number 3 should be good because we just replaced it 2 years ago. And that one is reading 16. It's hard to see it on this with the lighting. 16.2, so that's close enough. It's within, you know, a very small amount difference. And number 5, we'll put our little clip here on number 5 and check it out. And we got 16.3 there, 16.2, so number 5's good. We already checked 4 and 6, and they came out 16 point something. Check 6 again just for the heck of it. But I guess, yeah, if you're already in this deep, you know, you might as well check some more stuff. And this one's 16.3, it looks like 16.4, so that's evidently good enough. So we found our problem. Now the other thing, like I was saying, if it wasn't the injector, and they all checked good, let's say, and you know you're getting, you know, we checked the spark with a strobe light, you know, the timing light, The magnetic pickup type's the type you want to get. It just clips onto the wire. Put your positive and negative on your battery. Just, positive and negative wire from your strobe light, your timing light. You just go by and clip each one of these wires. It's just kind of like a little thing that clamps on. And you do it while the car is running, so you want to make sure you're wearing like rubber shoes, don't touch anything metal, wear gloves if you have to. The timing light is plastic. My timer went off. Turn on the lights again. Make sure you wear plastic, and the timing light's plastic, so you can just make sure you touch only things that are plastic, and don't ever touch a wire with your bare hand, because there's 36,000 volts there. It'll knock you down. It might even give you a heart attack. So wear rubber shoes. Don't touch the frame of the car. Wear gloves. Hey, why not? Be safe. And never use your left hand, because that's the one that goes to your heart. You'd rather shock down the right side of your body than the left side or across your chest, because never touch more than one wire at a time either, because that shocks right across your chest if there is a shock. And people die by accidents. I mean, you can say, oh, I'm safe all you want, but you know what? Accidents are accidents, and they do happen occasionally, and nobody intends for it to happen. It just, stuff happens, and the payoff is you're dead. So you don't want that. You just want to be safe as you can. And like Nikola Tesla, he used to tie his left hand behind his back because he didn't want to get shocked across the heart, and he was dealing with maybe hundreds of thousands of volts, throwing lightning bolts across the room. So, for your information, a lightning bolt from the sky is about 300 million volts. And that's how much it takes to arc across, half a mile of, a quarter of a mile to a half a mile of earth. Or air, from the cloud to the earth. Tremendous amount of voltage there. You can go up 20 feet and measure the voltage between 20 feet high in the earth, and you'll get about 14 volts. So the higher you go, the more the voltage. That's another research project. Maybe we can start tapping into that. The amperage is low, but the higher the voltage, it doesn't matter. If you got 300 million volts and the amperage is low, well, you still got some power there, you know what I mean? So anyway, how much, I don't know. That's the research project. But lightning bolts have plenty of power, believe me, so there is definitely power there available, especially during a storm. Let's see, back to this project, though. Yeah, I was going to say the next thing to check would be, is the actual plug that goes to number, for example, 2, is it actually pulsing electricity? And so what you would do is get the wiring harness back in the way here. There's number 2, it looks like right there. That looks like number 1. So there's number 2. Let's see, I wrote on there 2 the last time in 2011. There's number, it looks like 4, and that one looks like, oh, that one came off. I'll be damned. It's probably 6. Well, that's a good reason to label them all, because if one comes off, oh, there it is. No, it's not it. I guess number 6 must have fallen off. Let's get that white tape and get a magic marker and mark it. But number 6 is off. But we're dealing with number 2 because that's what the code says. So what you do is take number 2 and take some probes, and you want to use either a light. It's going to be 12 volts coming out of there, I've been told. We'll find out. And what you do is you get an analog, not a digital voltmeter, or a light. I don't have a light, so I'm going to use this. And you want to set it on DC volts of about, say, 50, just to be safe. You don't burn out your meter. You want to plug the probes in from your analog meter into the, at least touching the contacts, and have somebody turn the engine. Oh yeah, you want to take this center spark plug wire off. I've already disconnected it from the coil, but it doesn't hurt to. Okay, I don't know where we were, but anyway, you want to disconnect your cap, your center wire, and disconnect it from the coil. And then you'll have to take all these papers out and make sure there's nothing that could be sucked in, because those are going to be sucking air. And just rotate the engine with just the starting motor. Don't try to start the engine actually, because you've got the ignition disconnected, so it can't start anyway. Be careful, you might get some spit-back gas coming out. So when you keep anything electrical away from it. And just measure the voltage, or see if you see your needle. Your needle will twitch across, it'll pulse, if you're getting the right pulse. And we've already checked it, we've already ohmed it out, so, we know that injector's bad, so we're presuming the pulse is good. We could be wrong, and maybe I should go ahead and pulse it, but I'll have to get somebody to turn the key for me, and while I watch the meter. Okay, I'll get back to you in the next video.